Happy Saturday morning. This is Brandon Neal. This is the Be Progressive Show. And there is a clip that I saw here on David Pakman. He did a piece on this, and I have done my best to try and find this ABC clip on its own, and I can't find this clip anywhere. So sorry, David, but I stole some footage from your clip just so I could show this video. The problem that we're having, and you'll see in this video, is that these people literally will give any excuse that they can not to wear masks or not to abide by these COVID regulations because, you know why? A Democrat told them to do it. It's really that simple. That's what it comes down to. Had Trump told these people to do this, then there would have been no problem. That shows you that the power that the president really has in his messaging, which is why there was such outrage for the way that he's acted over the last 4 years, with racism and violence and ignorance when it comes to the pandemic. And you'll see, and I'm going to play this clip real quick and we'll talk about it.
In the aftermath of the election, I found many who continue to downplay the pandemic.
Absolutely.
Do you not wear a mask because Donald Trump
No,
hasn't
absolutely
made it?
not. No, because that's
exactly why he
I just don't believe in him.
Same thing
doesn't
with me. I
believe
mean,
him
can the
because it's
masks really defend a microbe coming through the weaving of the fiber? I kind of doubt it.
You
I really
it
doubt
because
it.
you're
Do you guys
stupid.
just not believe the scientists on this?
No.
No, I believe COVID is real. And COVID is absolutely real. Like I said, I just lost my cousin. You know,
Oh,
I
so
never
that's why
thought that
it's
the
real.
disease
You had a family
was
member
worth
die. That's why. That's how it works with Republicans.
all the precautions and everything that went down as far as shutting down the country.
Even though you're worried about this virus, how do you feed your family? I'm more worried about that than I am about catching something that has was a 97.95% survival rate. Wash your hands, eat well, take your probiotics and your vitamins.
I don't even know where to start. So the first thing the gentleman says is, I just don't believe in him. That's fine. That kind of ignorance I expect from a Trump supporter, because they're usually very religious and they believe all of their religion and all of that Christianity just because, with no evidence. And this was indoctrinated into them as a child, so they think that that's fine to believe in something that they have no evidence of. And this is translated now into the pandemic and into Trump supporters in general. Is there's two problems. One, the biggest problem was the Democrats are the ones that are pushing for these regulations. That's all it takes. Two, it's very inconvenient to wear masks, to not eat out, to not go out, to not do things. These are all things that it sucks, but we have to do it as a society. So we are way too rich and privileged in this country to do any of these, relaxing and not going out and not trying to get other people infected and maybe eating at home instead of eating out at dinner. We can't do these things. As a country, we're too spoiled, rotten, rich, white, privileged little babies that can't handle that. And so these people now have the mentality that COVID is no big deal. You heard this moron here say that it only has a 95% or it has a 95% success rate of not dying or whatever. My wife is a physician, so trust me, and my best friend's wife is also a part of the contract tracing, so I get to hear the truth behind what's going on, and I get to see it firsthand. And if these people don't want to believe in COVID, I really wish this was something that would only affect them, because I'd say go ahead, go to your rallies, take big deep breaths, hug everybody, touch everybody, don't use masks, don't you dare use mask or hand sanitizer. That's what I would tell these people. Go ahead and do it, find out what happens. But unfortunately, these morons come into society and get everybody else sick. So these people are morons. These people are not, I don't feel sorry for these people in any way. You have to listen and do as you're told when it comes to a pandemic. I'm sorry. Wearing a little piece of cloth over your mouth is not tyranny, you moron. It's just safety for the entire country. We have to do this. So I don't like Joe Biden, not a big Joe Biden fan. But if Joe Biden comes in and in 4 years, if that dumb man doesn't do anything but take care of COVID, which I actually think he'll do a lot better job than Trump, then great. Let him take care of COVID, because that's the priority right now. We are not going to get an economy booming. We're not going to get any headway and rebuilding this economy until we take care of COVID, because this is going to keep happening. That's what these morons don't understand, is that they think they can just, ignore it and go on and then bitch when the economy goes down or we talk about shutting down again. Well, maybe if you'd have worn your mask and stayed home and done as you're told and not cry and say it was tyranny, then we wouldn't continuously have this problem. And you think that that can't be done, but New Zealand did it. A lot of European countries nipped it in the bud. You know why? Because they paid their people to stay home. They subsidized their salaries. So everybody got to stay home, got paid, the economy didn't get crashed, and everything was fine. And New Zealand didn't even have any cases as of just a few days ago. I don't think they had any. Wake up. The right wing in this country needs to wake it up.